David?
Dairy Festival Parade Day.
Kind of looks that way, don't it? You gonna lead this parade?
No, I'm not going to lead
You
it.
got that down, don't you?
I'm following that one.
Yeah, it is okay. This is Neo.
Tell me about your float.
Well, my theme was pool party, and so
Okay.
we decided to make me a lifeguard, and I'm gonna have my sister and some of her friends in the pool.
Who built this for you?
That guy right there, and I helped a little bit, but
You helped just a little bit.
yeah.
Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Tell me about your float.
Well, my theme was Bon Voyage, so we did a ship. We actually have a sail, but it's kind of windy right now, so it's not up. But we kind of went with a 1950s theme, like I Love Lucy cruise ship, so it'll be a lot of fun. We're actually getting a speaker brought out here. We're going to be playing the I Love Lucy theme song as we go down the road, so I'm excited. It'll be fun.
Who built this?
My whole crew, actually. My dad put the boat actually together. He built it. And then everybody else just kind of hands on deck joined in, and we all made everything else. The sail, my dad actually sewed it. So, and then last night and this morning, my grandparents, my mom, my stepmom, my brothers, we all joined in, and we finished painting it, putting the last minute touches on it. So it was a family effort for sure.
Good deal. I hope you have fun.
Thank you.
How are you this morning?
Good, good. Tell me about your float.
My theme is luau, and it's luau for cows, because parts of the cow comes home. It was really hard to do, but it was really fun to do. I did it with my family, and that's what made it really special, so.
Thank you. Go back to work now.
Alright. Now see what days we need some more.
Is that all the balloons? No. You blew all the hot air into those balloons? Is that why they floating away?
Hey, Dad.
Morning. Tell me about your float.
It's a masquerade party, so we called it Moosquerade. And it was a whole lot of fun to build. We got some of our friends together. And we had a blast glittering and gluing and everything. I'm just so proud of what we did. I think it looks great.
How long did it take?
How long did it take? Oh, about a week. We came up every night for about a week and just worked on it. We had a little team and everybody just did their job and it got together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Will you tell me about this float?
That's a cute party. I don't know.
How long did it take to build this?
Maybe 4. Yeah, a couple hours.
Were you involved at all?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay.
But it's fun. I helped load things. And Rocky with Rockstar and Company whatever helped us with the props and chairs.
And why are you being so mean to her?
I'm not mean to her.
You're making her wear a cow suit.
She looks cute.
What do you feel? How do you feel about that? Do you feel cute?
No. But I'm not wearing this in the float. I'll look cute.
really well.
Next time, Brent, I want you to throw yourself on the road in front of the next vehicle, okay?
Yes, sir. You got it. And we're going to get it on video.
Exactly.
We've got
We got it
video. Tell me about your float.
Well, my theme is slumber party till the cows come home. So what we did with it is we just did all slumber party based, a lot of pinks. Threw my bed on, made little ice creams and banana splits. We got empty pizza boxes to throw around the place and like teddy bears and all that fun stuff that you see at a slumber party.
How long did it take to build this?
3 weeks? I don't know, like we did it on days that we had time off to do it.
Okay.
So, but all together it took a while. I can't remember how long it took, but it took a while to build.
All right, here he goes.
Morning.
Tell me about your float.
Well, it's not done yet, but it's birthday themed, and they've got the boxes in the cake. Then I'll be sitting right here, and we've got our balloon arch and everything else.
Who helped you build this?
My whole family. Everyone did. They came down from Dallas last night, and they stayed, and they helped us put it together.
Thank you.
Thank you.
How are you this morning?
I'm lovely. It's a beautiful morning to have a parade, don't you think?
Are you ready?
I am. I'm ready. It's my last time. Super excited.
Did you make any changes to the float this year?
Besides putting the ferns on it and the different colors of red and green for Christmas, I don't think we've made too many changes.
Hello, Kevin. Can't complain a whole lot.
Oh, Macy, I love that face. Y'all say hi to the camera.
Wait.
Wave, Maverick. Macy, your hair. That's all right.
What's your name?
Macy,
What's your name?
Maverick.
What are y'all about to do?
We're gonna be in the parade.
What are you going to do with the parade?
We are going to wave and throw candy. We always say the same thing.
Hey, Bappy. What's your name? What?
Wave at the camera, buddy.
What's your name?
Gracie.
What are you about to do? Parade?
Ho, ho.
Merry Christmas. Can y'all say hi? Say Merry Christmas.
Over here. What's your name?
Catherine.
What's your name?
Yeah.
What are you about to do?
About to ride in the parade.
What are you going to do in the parade?
Wave and smile.
What are you going to do?
Smile and wave.
Oh my do? What's your name?
Kaden.
What's your name?
Aubrey.
What are y'all about to do?
What are you about to do?
I'm going to the parade.
You're gonna what?
Go to the parade.
Hey,
Who's gonna help me up here?
what's your name?
Finley Blake. There's some candy to throw.
What's your name?
Jane.
You just stand right there. Awesome.
What are you about to do here? Right at the parade.
I'll get it.
Okay.
I know I'm not your hind, but I will get it.
Well, you seem to be a little excited about this.
All right, you got it going.
No! Get one!
Finley, you have to sit in the seat.
Welcome to the live broadcast of the 2018 Hopkins County Dairy Festival Parade, sponsored by Alliance Bank, Ballard Milk Haulers, City National Bank, Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, Guarantee Bank and Trust, Nortex Tractor and Power Sports, Texas Heritage National Bank. From Celebration Plaza, here's KSST General Manager Jim Rogers. Jim?
Thank you, James, and good morning, everyone. What a beautiful day for a parade. Partly cloudy skies. Right now the sun is behind a cloud, but it's been in and out. We're standing in a shade here on Celebration Plaza, watching as the parade nears the turn here at Conley Street and Gilmer Street. And the parade, of course, is being led by the law enforcement here in Hopkins County. It's a gorgeous day. A number of people out for this parade down along Conley Street. A large crowd of people have gathered all the way to Buford Park. Here on the square, not quite as many people as we normally see, but I'm sure they're all finding shade down on Conley Street at this moment in time. The Dairy Festival obviously getting underway. The ribbon cutting yesterday at noon, and then last evening the lift and glow of the hot air balloons. The first one, of course, they will do that again this evening at around 6 o'clock following the 5:30 ice cream event. Hopkins County Freeze-Off, Hopkins County Chamber of Commerce Freeze-Off at Shannon Oaks Church. And here we have members of the Sulphur Springs Police Department as they escort, and also members of the Hopkins County Sheriff's Office. Sulphur Springs Police, Hopkins County Sheriff's Office, and that is followed, of course, by the Sheriff's Posse carrying the colors for our parade. KSST's on Enola Gay carrying the American flag in our parade. That, of course, will be followed by the banner for the Hopkins County Dairy Festival carried by Sulphur Springs Work Camp teens. This year, 300 teenager volunteers, and they have painted 20 houses in this event. Here's Sheriff Lewis Tatum, and he seems to be throwing out candy to all the boys and girls and chunking one at me, it looks like. So, Dairy Festival. The work camp, obviously a huge project every year here in Sulphur Springs. As soon as school is out, they spend time painting houses for needy and doing other work. Our parade marshals. This is our parade marshals, who are Elton and Louise Stewart. Their family, including their grandchildren and children and great-grandchildren following along. The Stewart legacy lives on, they are saying, as they continue the dairy industry here in Hopkins County. Elton Stewart has been in the dairy business for quite some time. Now here we have our first float, and it is Queen J.C. Reed, as she has reigned this year as Dairy Festival Queen. Waiting on just a few changes as one enters the parade. And they're having a little traffic issue down at Main Street and Gilmer, as some people are being allowed to go in front of the parade at this moment, trying to clear out the traffic there. J.C. Reed celebrating the conclusion of her reign as Dairy Festival Queen. She will give up her crown next Saturday evening at the annual pageant held at the Silver Springs High School Auditorium. Great looking family. Excited about this event. JC's float is the traditional queen float, the throne that she sits on, a gold-colored throne with white accents, or silver accents, I guess I should say. And lovely day as we finally get all the traffic out of the way now, and we move forward with the parade. Hopefully they will have everything stopped. We would remind you there are a lot of activities coming up for the Dairy Festival. This afternoon, of course, the cow milking contest. That's at 3:30 on the Civic Center grounds. And then, of course, the ice cream freeze-off at 5:30 at Shannon Oaks Church. And then following that, there is the balloon glow and lift again. Next Saturday, Whipped, a new event. We'll talk a little more about it later. And then, of course, the pageant also. Dairy Festival underwriters are now being presented here in our parade. As we look at these underwriters, we would remind you that the underwriters for the parade are Southwest Dairy Farmers, the Southwest Dairy Museum, Dairy Max, Propane Company, Silver Springs Dodge, J. Hodge Chevrolet, Carriage House Manor. Here, the Dairy Festival Museum, of course, with their portable learning stations that they take from place to place, various schools across the North Texas area. Balloons involved in the parade this year, and here are some who represent those balloons. A large number of balloons, about 30 balloons are available this year for your viewing. They are needing those to crew those balloons as it relates to helping them prepare them on a Saturday afternoon. So if you have some time, you might want to go out at 6 o'clock this evening and be involved in that. Those of you who are watching on Channel 18 will know that this is a past statement, but for those of you listening live, we invite you to go out and help prepare those balloons for their liftoff and for their glow. The balloon pilots and their crews that they've brought with them, all dressed in their gaiety for this enjoyable time at the Dairy Festival. Some even wearing buckets painted like Holstein cows as they celebrate this. And one gentleman dressed as Elvis with a pig nose, as the celebration for hot air balloonist is always a bit interesting. They celebrate life because riding in a hot air balloon sometimes is a little risky. And these folks just enjoy life as it comes. Doug and I had an opportunity to speak with one of the pilots who is in front of us at this moment in time. It says wind rose, anywhere the wind blows. He wanted a hot air balloon, and his wife just simply said anywhere the wind blows will be fine, and so they got into the hot air balloon world. He is a retired aeronautics engineer and other service. Balloons And their pilots continue to come by. Of course, it's not the balloons themselves, it's just the baskets and the fuel propellant that they use. The balloons themselves and the trailers that they are pulling. Each one of these balloons has a sponsor, Texas Association of Dairymen sponsoring the balloon that's coming in front of us at this moment in time. The flames shooting up from these showing the strength of the fire that goes in to warm the air in the envelope of the balloon. And they put off a good bit of heat. I'm certainly glad it's a cooler day at this moment. Turn out the lights, the party is over, and the cows are coming home. Well, obviously the theme for our dairy festival this year, a little play on words that are being used by that particular balloonist, because our theme this year is Party Till the Cows Come Home. David Black driving this vehicle, carrying several of our balloons on a flatbed trailer. These people enjoying and waving at others as they pass by, taking a few pictures themselves. Again, these balloons are beautiful. We shot a few photos last evening. You can see them on KSSTradio.com. There will be other photos following today or this evening, but certainly the beauty of these balloons and the wonder of their flight attract the attention of many. It's one of my favorite parts of the Dairy Festival, watching the balloons as they fly. Note I said watching as they fly, not in the balloon as it flies. And more Touchstone Energy Cooperative's balloon team. Number of teams from across the area. Coming up are the anniversary queens, and of course the queens on their queen contestants on their floats. There are a number of other floats in our parade as this continues. One more balloon group coming through. And then we have our first beach party of the little children who are involved in the Dairy Festival this year. Beach party is Lila Shackelford. Parents are Ashley and Daniel Shackelford. Kai Smith. Parents are Ashley and Lance Smith. So these two children ready for a beach party, riding on the back with bubbles flying out. Young man looks rather excited, and young lady looks like it's just another day at the beach. And here comes the Fiesta. Fiesta Till the Cows Come Home. This is ridden by Kenley Busby. Kendi and Brad Busby are her parents, and Grayson Barrett, Mandy and Dustin Barrett, his parents. Dressed out in Mexican Fiesta attire, ready for a great party. And now we have our first Dairy Festival candidate who is ready for a day at the beach. She's ready to dive into dairy. This is our pool party. This is Caitlin Farrell. Caitlin's the daughter of Jeremy and Christy Farrell. She is followed by a float filled with young people as they celebrate this day. A Texas and American flag softball team, one of our softball teams here in Silver Springs Recreational Softball. These girls look like they are ready for another game. Excited, their parents walking along with them in the parade, dressed in red t-shirts with the word softball written in blue, and their wins on the back of those shirts. And here's the 50th anniversary Dairy Festival queen, Morna Hari, and her husband Steve, going through our parade. It's exciting to see those guys. I hate to say this, but I graduated high school with these two people. They have a grandchild with them in the truck. So fun to see them as they celebrate this 50th Dairy Festival. Morna, the Dairy Festival Queen, Morna Hari was her name. And we are excited about them being here today. And here's the Patterson Antique Tractors. And of course, Mrs. Patterson driving the first tractor coming through, as she always does. And then their daughter and some grands, great-grands probably, in the back, enjoying the parade with their small little tractors, toy tractors. The Pattersons, of course, have Massey Ferguson tractors that Don redoes. Don Patterson, former Commissioner, Precinct 3 in Hopkins County. And now another of our children on their floats. This one, let's see if we can actually get this. The tailgate party, and tailgate party going through for us. Kenley Busby, Grayson Barkett. Kenley Busby, daughter of Kendi and Brad Busby, and Barkett, son of Mandy and Dustin Barrett, actually. Couldn't read it on the sign there. And here's a float for one of the locals. This is the Mardi Gras. This is our queen for Mardi Gras. Exciting time as they celebrate. Party till the cows come home. And then Senior Miss Hopkins County, Patsy Christ, waving to the crowd. And here's another children's float, and this one, of course, the Glass Group, and we have Catering and Grant Glass, children of Emily and Garrett Glass. They have Christmas Party as their theme. Then there are those who are throwing out candy to the crowd with American flags driven by a couple of veterans. And that's followed by everyone's favorite, the Carvette Club of Sulphur Springs. Carvette Club in Sulphur Springs, very involved in community activities. They blanket drive in the winter, and then of course every spring they do the fan drive for senior adults, providing both warmth and cool for seniors in our community, enjoying their day in their Corvettes here in the parade. Many of them with their top down or off if they have T-tops, and throwing candy out to the boys and girls, making sure they don't run into the next one. Black, red, yellow, gray, various colors. And some from Mount Vernon here. Kay Frazier, along with her dog, driving her yellow Corvette. James Corson in his gray Corvette. James, a huge Texas Ranger fan. Looks like Red Cross in his black Corvette coming through with an American flag. Lovely maroon Corvette, one of the newer vets. They were expecting about 19 Corvettes in our parade, and hear the motors as they rumble past. This club very involved in community care. They also travel to various scenes, enjoying the country and enjoying various festivals and car shows. Everyone taking their time as they come through, and as they do, let me remind you of the event called You've Been Whipped, scheduled for this year's Dairy Festival. Whip Challenge is similar to the popular Food Network show called Chopped. This year the contestants, 8 teams of 4 contestants each, will create dishes and ingredients Pantry items will be available to the teams, and they will provide appetizers and snacks. Then they'll move on to a main dish, and then that will be followed by desserts. Everything, of course, having to do with dairy products. It should be an exciting contest. That's next Saturday, and check-in begins at 9:30 at the sound stage. For those who are going to be involved at 10 o'clock, they should be ready. And of course, the Queen's contest follows Saturday evening. Continuing to have Corvettes pass in front of us, just at the end of the line of Corvettes. And soon we'll be moving into more of our floats and others who are involved in our parade. Our crowd downtown seems to be building as we continue our parade this morning. And now here comes our next entry in our parade. I believe this may be our 10th anniversary queen. Yes, this is Haley Reynolds, our 10th anniversary queen, as she comes through our parade. Big white 4x4. And now here is Aubrey Boatman and Caden Hayes. They are enjoying the parade as a part of the 4th of July celebration for their party. Aubrey Boatman, the son of Ashton and Jacob Boatman, and Caden Hayes, Christy and Kenny Hayes are the parents. Cassidy Winborn, the second queen candidate, as she comes by in her float, Slumber Party. And Cassidy will be dancing for her talent in the festival, or the queen contest, next Saturday evening. Slumber Party till the cows come home. Other royalty in our parade from various places around our area. And Doug was pointing out earlier, some of them had a little trouble getting signs on the side of their vehicle. The metal signs do not stick to the fiberglass any longer. Hopkins County Fall Festival reigning cover girl, Brianna Hicks. Brianna, beautiful yellow dress with white diamonds on them. Having a fun time today as she celebrates this part of Hopkins County life. Sulphur Springs City Councilman Norman Sanders up next as he drives a Super Duty Ford from Brian Tolliver Ford. Norman, newly elected to the City Council. He served on the school board several years ago and entered again in service to the community with City Council. He serves as a police officer at the middle school, or his real job, I guess we should say. It's a great day in Sulphur Springs and Hopkins County. Our next children's float coming, and it looks like this one will be celebrating the beat, music, and dancing. This music party as they come by. Lions Club celebrating the day with their Lions Club train. Looks like Don Sapaw driving the 4x, pointing for Don to take a left here. And followed by penguins. How fun. Penguins, my favorite. So these young Youngsters in penguin outfits following along. Mary Poppins is the theme for the Sulphur Springs Library Summer Reading Program. And of course, Mary Poppins, along with Bert and one of the dancing penguins in the parade, riding in a black Corvette. And of course, Community Emergency Response Team with their trailer in the parade, followed by members of Community Response. Community Response, of course, Hopkins County Fire and Rescue involved. Here's a TAC 3 coming through, and then others from Arbela, the next truck coming through. Arbela Volunteer Fire Department. They're having a fish fry and live auction at the same time as the ice cream event today. Theirs will be at Arbela. And of course, Hopkins County Fire Department with their Truck 20, the newest addition. And there's Andy Inslee riding in Truck 20, the Hopkins County Fire Chief. Brinker Fire Department also represented as the county fire departments, the volunteers across our county, caring for homes and farms and ranches in our county. Of course, appropriate for our Dairy Festival. Boys and girls here are really loving these fire trucks coming by. And our next little float coming by here. Four-wheeler being driven, and this is going to be one of our Queen candidates. More children coming through. This looks like an ice cream social to me. This will be Finley Pugh and James Forster. Their parents are Melissa and Josh Pugh and Diana and Ryan Forster. The guys are dressed, the men are dressed in ice cream shop wear as they celebrate with white and blue trim and an ice cream cone on top. More coming through for our parade, celebrating this day. Great clips. And some of our local businesses in the parade. All-star parties with their bounce house, water slides, and showing an example of it here. One of the large water slides as kids are ready to go to the beach. Vacation Bible Schools also represented. Central Baptist Church with their sports camps and VBS, also including cheer. Church is always involved in Dairy Festival Parade, always involved in the lives of our youth. And our traffic has slowed again. I hope they don't have a train coming through. And now they're moving again as Central Baptist Church with all of their banners move on. And next up, black four-wheeler here. Actually, it's a sports utility four-wheeler. Very nice, very big. Can-Am. You may be familiar with that. If not, go out to Nortex Tractor. More coming through, throwing candy out to the people along the side. Red, white, and moo, their t-shirts say. Operation Victory Echo Tango, supporting local veterans. Living at the Cross, another Vacation Bible School group coming through. League Street Church of Christ. Some parades move too fast, some move too slowly. This one moving very slowly. Here's a clown on a bicycle having fun. I'm sure they have to do with the League Street Vacation Bible School. And now a truckload of folk as they celebrate one of our Queen contestants here, it looks like. This looks like Bon Voyage, which would be Cameron Horton. She'll be singing and playing the guitar. Daughter of Fred Horton and Brad and Elaine Horton. Followed by tow trucks, just in case anyone breaks down. Although if they're on a voyage, I don't know that those tow trucks would be much help. And more coming toward us. Home Health, reminding us of the care for seniors. First Choice Home Health. And now another vehicle. This is a white truck painted to look like a Holstein with black Holstein markings. Celebrating this event. Emerson Auto Repair we're from, and more of our businesses. A small hayride float. A small 18-wheeler and now a big 18-wheeler coming through. And we are hoping this Saputo truck can make the corner. Saputo, a big part of the dairy life in Hopkins County. Dairy foods produced by Saputo. Employees and their children and grandchildren on the float today. This must be management on the back, sitting in the chair under the cover. Johnny Wells and fireworks on 154 South. Had a long talk with Johnny last night at the Hot Air Balloon Festival. He's involved with international DIY. Quite an exciting thing for him to be involved in after his years of teaching. Silver Springs Fire and Rescue. Fire engine number 1. Navigating the turn and making sure all the children are out of the way. They are followed by EMS. In previous years, we've had all of the emergency vehicles at the end of the parade, but this year they're scattered throughout the parade. And we have a tea party headed toward us. That tea party will be one of our Cover Girl contestants. As the tea party nears, Harley McLary will be Painting to music is her talent. She's the daughter of Janine McClary and Sean McClary. And again, celebrating a tea party as bowls are coming from this tea party. Theme, party till the cows come home. Always a fun time for these floats and those who are riding them. East Texas Physical Therapy represented. And Don Lalo's here as well. And here's the Tooth Fairy along with all of her friends from one of the local dentist groups. And that, of course, followed by, looks like scouting. Boy Scouts and Cub Scouts. The world of scouting. And next in our parade, First Baptist Church in Sulphur Springs. One of their sleek new vans here in the parade. Then game on as we have a tailgate party coming toward us. And once again, traffic is stopped down at the corner of Main and Gilmer Street. And it's beginning to move again slowly. Not sure what stopped the traffic this time. Nothing in front of them. And game on. Game on is a scoreboard with big sign game on. Looks like a football field for those who are playing. And of course, game on. The tailgate party. Game on is a vacation Bible school for First Baptist Church. Cheerleaders, athletes. First Baptist well represented in the parade this year. And here comes another semi-truck trailer. Again, advertising some of the local trucking services here in Hopkins County. Involved in the dairy business, bringing product in, taking product out. All in service to the various industries, including the dairy industry. He navigated that intersection quite well. Just barely getting up on the sidewalk. And here is a luau, Abby Peckham. She'll be singing in the Dairy Festival contest this year. She's the daughter of Kate and Cameron Evans and Bobby Peckham. Abby dressed out for a luau. Beautiful Hawaiian colors, flowery skirt. Flowers in her hair, wearing away. And we continue with more coming through. Registration for Silver Springs soccer being emphasized here. Registration is now open for the soccer season. Huge soccer ball in the back of a pickup here. That followed by another senior citizen emphasis. Another of the care homes here in town. Some of their residents riding along in air-conditioned comfort. And here come more. This is a good-looking group here. And this one is moving to the music. As they have a hee-haw group. Beautiful float, Team Yanez. This is Lucia Yanez tailgate party. She's going to be doing a skit. She's the daughter of Jose Yanez and Selena Yanez. And looks like she's all ready for a lot of fun as she parties till the cow comes home at a tailgate party. Silver Springs Trolley. An important part of our community as it travels from the Celebration Plaza to the various hotels in town, providing rides on the weekends especially, and to events that we would have here in Silver Springs. It is party time, and Sass and Class moving through our group here. A couple of good-looking horses and four-wheelers following them. And here comes a part of our dairy industry locally, and that is the trucks that haul the feed to the dairymen. Farmers Co-op. Northeast Texas Farmers Co-op, a very vital part of the community for our dairymen and others. Northeast Farmers Co-op office here in Silver Springs, located on Jackson Street. They mill feed, they sell feed in bulk, they provide all things that are needed for lawn and garden care, not just for the farmer, but for the homeowner in the city as well. And this one goes out to some of their larger dairy farms. A large feed truck coming by. The dairy farm I grew up on used the first truck. We never got large enough for the second. But dairy business has changed drastically from those days. And here comes another of our candidates. This is candidate number 8, Caitlin Williams. She'll be tap dancing. This is a masquerade party. She's the daughter of Donna and Michael Williams, and has several friends with her wearing their masks, ready for the party. And we're coming toward the conclusion of our parade here as Shannon Oaks Bible School being promoted. And the parade stops for a conversation. And more coming through here, reminding us of events that are coming up with Family Vacation Bible School at Shannon Oaks. Begins next week. Carolyn Kennedy, the president of the Dairy Festival, in the final vehicle here, followed by a GSC truck, and that's going to be the conclusion of our parade. Maybe one more. It looks like we are coming to the end of our Dairy Festival parade. It has been an interesting sight for us, to say the least, and we encourage you to see the video of this parade as it is presented on Suddenlink Cable Channel 18. Are there still more back there? I think that's about it. And Doug thinks there's more, but it looks like everybody's leaving down the street. So I think we are at the conclusion of our parade here, and we do want to encourage you to participate in the various events of the Dairy Festival this year, for there will be many of them that will be taking place. Our presentation of the Dairy Festival Parade, an annual event here on KSST and Suddenlink Cable Channel 18. We'll also be posting this probably to KSSTradio.com, and we encourage you to take a look at today's parade to see all the beauty of the parade. Thanks for being with us. We'll see you at the cow milking contest this afternoon and also at the ice cream freeze-off. Have a great day.
Thank you, Jim. This has been live coverage of the 2018 Hopkins County Dairy Festival Parade, sponsored by Alliance Bank, Ballard Milk Haulers, City National Bank, Nortex Farmers Co-op, Guarantee